Ever wondered how you can grow your own garden from kitchen scraps? Welcome to a world where your kitchen waste is not just waste, but the beginning of something new. Today we will explore the fascinating concept of regrowing vegetables from scraps. We'll delve into the growth journey of 15 different vegetables. It's truly fascinating how you can create a garden from what you would normally throw away. Before we start the video, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel Houseplantslove and press the bell icon so you never miss an update. First on our list we have pineapples and gingers. Let's start with the pineapple. After cutting off the top, don't just grow it. Instead, let it dry for a couple of days. Then, peel away the skin and a few bottom leaves to expose the stem. Place the top in a glass of water and sit it by a sunny window. In about 2 weeks, roots will start to appear. Once those roots are fully developed, plant the pineapple top in a container, burying it up to the leaf level. And you're now the proud parent of a pineapple plant. Moving on to ginger, if you have a piece that's starting to go bad, or a piece with little buds starting to come out, don't throw it away. Break it into smaller pieces and plant them in containers, with the buds facing up and keeping the soil moist. Plant in spring, post-frost. After about a month, shoots will appear, and in 9 months you'll have fresh ginger. Who knew you could grow your own pineapples and gingers from scraps? Next up, we have garlic and green onions. Imagine turning a single garlic bulb past its prime into a whole garden of fresh, pungent cloves. Break the bulb into cloves and place a clove in a small jar with the flat side down, pointy side up in water. Change the water regularly and you'll soon see sprouts or plant them in your garden soil. Space them 4 to 6 inches apart, cover with soil, and keep it moist. After 9 months, you'll be rewarded with a fresh harvest. Ideal planting times are in spring after the ground thaws, or in fall for late spring or early summer harvest. If you want to learn about fast-growing vegetables harvest in a month, check our previous video. Link in description and I button. Now, let's talk green onions. Instead of discarding the bottom part with the roots, plant it in a container or place them in water. You'll be amazed as the green onions start to regrow, offering you a continuous supply of fresh shoots to garnish your dishes. And just like that, you've got homegrown garlic and green onions. If you want to learn about perennial vegetables, which you can grow in home, so check out our previous video link in description and I button. Now, let's move on to lettuce. Starting with lettuce, the process couldn't be simpler. When you've used up most of your lettuce, save the base. Plant this little stub in a container and water it regularly. You'll soon see new leaves sprouting. You can keep harvesting the outer leaves and allow the center to keep growing, providing you with a continuous supply of fresh lettuce. And there you have it, fresh lettuce grown right in your own garden. I'm glad you're here. If you're enjoying the content, please hit the like button. Your encouragement makes a big difference. Next up, potatoes and sweet potatoes. Have you noticed how potatoes sprout eyes when they're left sitting for a while? Those eyes are the beginning of new plants. Cut the potato into chunks, making sure each piece has at least 1 or 2 eyes. Let these pieces dry out for a few days to prevent rot. Then plant them about 2 inches deep in a container or your garden. Water them every 2 to 3 days. And in a few weeks, you'll see potato plants emerging from the soil. Let's start with sweet potatoes. If shoots are sprouting from your sweet potatoes, simply cut them off and immerse them in water. These shoots will begin to develop roots. Plant these shoots in the ground and after 3 to 4 months you'll have a bounty of sweet potatoes ready to be harvested. The ideal time to plant is in the spring or summer. Next we have avocado and peppers. Moving on to the avocado. The next time you slice open this buttery fruit, hold on to the seed. Remove the outer brown layer, insert a few toothpicks and submerge it halfway in water. Place it next to a sun-soaked window. In about 2 to 3 weeks, you'll notice roots beginning to grow. After 3 months, the plant will be 6 inches tall, and in 4 months, it will reach a height of 2 feet. You can then plant it in a container or directly in your garden. Next, we have peppers. Don't discard the seeds from sweet or hot peppers. Dry these seeds and store them until spring arrives. Once the threat of frost is over, plant these seeds and transplant your pepper plants into your garden. Sweet peppers will take about 3 months to harvest, while hot peppers will need about 5 months. You've got avocado and peppers ready to be harvested. Moving on to tomatoes, leeks, and celery. Moving on to tomatoes. Want to make your salads and sauces even fresher? Simply cut open a tomato and save some seeds. After washing off the gel coating, let them dry for a week before storing them for spring planting. Plant these seeds in spring, and just 3 months later, you'll be harvesting your very own tomatoes. Next is leeks. Cut off the bottom part of the leeks and plant it in a container. In about 3 weeks, you'll see your leeks starting to regrow. Next is celery. Follow the same method as with leeks. Cut off the bottom part of the celery and plant it in a container. In about 2 weeks, you'll witness your celery starting to regrow. Last but not least is basil, mint, rosemary. Move on to basil. Don't throw away that basil stem just yet. Leave a couple of leaves on top and submerge the stem in water. Within 2 weeks, roots will develop and you can plant your newly rooted basil in a container. Next is mint. You can grow mint the same way as basil. Keep a couple of leaves on top of the stem, submerge it in water, and wait for roots to develop in about 2 weeks. Plant the rooted mint in a container, and you'll have a mint plant. Now next is rosemary. Similar to basil and mint, remove the bottom leaves from a rosemary stem, leaving a few on top. Place the stem in water, and in 2 to 3 weeks, roots will start to develop. Plant your rooted rosemary in a container for a fresh supply of this aromatic herb. If you want to learn about perennial herbs, which you can plant once and enjoy forever, so you can check our previous video link in description and I button. So, there you have it. We've traversed through the incredible journey of regrowing 15 vegetables. Growing your own garden from kitchen scraps is not only fun and rewarding, but it's also a great way to reduce waste and be more sustainable. Happy gardening! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, Houseplantslove. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we post new content. See you in the next video.